dance for me. Dance, 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 oh. And dance for me. Dance for me. Dance, 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 oh. Dance for me. Pull up, I got 5 wishes on a Friday. I know y'all different, y'all popping bottles in broad day. So much cameras, I gotta move in a small way. Popping, I'm flexing the diamonds on me, it's okay. Go on, get up, don't let time pass by. Popping these bottles and we spray in the sky. It was 5:30, 3 minutes ago, now it's 9.
Hey everybody, hi, welcome to February 29th here in the States. Tamara, yes, I know happy March 1st to you, but today is Leap Day. Yes, so take a leap. That's what the whole thing about it. This day was my grandfather's birthday, and so once every 4 years, it was quite the celebration. All kinds of things. Grandpa would have my mom make him a lemon meringue pie. Oh, well, he did that every year, but I don't know. During leap year, whenever it was his birthday, it was always kind of fun. I don't remember exactly all the fun things. I just remember Grandpa being particularly jovial at that time. Of course, he was always that way with me, but that's kind of the way it goes. How is everybody? Boy, I look bright blue in there. My coloring is like brightness. Let's drop that down a little bit. Yay. Saturation doesn't need to be quite so brutal on me. Whew. Yeah, so there. Today, what a day. Got new nails. I have a shamrock on one. They're gold with shamrock on one nail. Getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. Bob has turned the corner. Definitely. He was actually able to sleep in bed last night with not sitting up in a chair. Woohoo! That's a big milestone. That's been almost 2 weeks. Yeah, he's feeling much better. He even made dinner. Yeah, I think he was getting a little tired of Progresso soup and stuff from me, you know. Like I told another friend of mine who was teasing me about having to cook, I said that I thought I had probably was close to reaching my quota for the decade of how many times I had to cook. But that's okay. He's well worth the effort. And so it's good to see him feeling better. And I'm going to say hi to the Bucket Filling Brigade is in the house. We've got Linda, yay. And Fatima's here, yay, Fatima's here. We're down to the final minute until Gretchen magically appears. I magically appear, yeah. I was getting everything set. I was moving things around, and I looked down and it said I had 2 seconds left. Countdown, 2 seconds before it was time to go live. And I went, oh, crap. Oh, well. Yeah, he is doing much better. Thanks for asking, Tamara. And March 1st, how is it in the future? Are you get I thought we were going to get snow today. Day before yesterday, I drove to Port Orchard, and there was snow in the parking lot of the place that I went to and the grocery store, and it was like, whoa, and it was slippery. And today I was in Gig Harbor and came out of the nail salon and got blasted with this super cold wind and super tough rain. And by the time I made it home, I had a couple errands to run, and I made it home this afternoon. Bob said, that looks like it's a little thicker than just rain out there, and it was pretty cold. So, yeah, California, we're getting a good amount of rain right now. Your son's birthdays are in May. Mine's May 17th, set in my Norwegian Constitution Day. March was my dad. My mom's was March 28th, I think. March 27th, 28th. Something like that. Let's see. Maybe hers was the 29th. Oh, yeah, I think hers was the 29th because Carolyn and Dad are the April ones. So Mom's birthdays was in March. Dad and Carolyn are on the same day in April. Mine's May. Patty's is June. Sarah's is July. I think, and then I think we skipped August and September and went to, oh, Grandma Walker's was in there someplace, and my grandma. But coming up in April also is my granddaughter Rory's birthday. She's an April girl, and she'll be 3. Woohoo! And then April and August and October are the grandkids' birthdays, so we're good. Yes, I am a Taurus. I am a Taurus. That's me, Taurus the bull. Ah, yay. We leaped yesterday. It's a great improvement. It is really good. He's going through all. I'm listening to Gary Puckett. He's from Gary Puckett. Gary Puckett in the Union Gap, exactly. Gary Puckett grew up in the Yakima Valley, not too far from where I did. I grew up in the Upper Valley. He grew up in kind of what was Union Gap, was part of the beginning of the Lower Valley. It's right outside of Yakima. Yeah, Gary Puckett in the Union Gap, very much so. Famous little bit of our neck of the woods. I think he's done concerts over there. Used to do concerts over there too. Yakima. Yep. Yeah. My dad was born and raised in Yakima. My mom was born in Montana, but then lived in Tacoma, and then they moved to Yakima. So yeah, Yakima was my sister Patty still lives in Moxie, which is right on the outskirts of Yakima. Actually, it's kind of like right next to Union Gap and Yakima, so right there. And that's all that. He walked to Union Gap or hitchhiked. Yeah. Anyway, it's called Union Gap because it's really a gap in the mountains, the way the hills go through there, and then you go on the other side of the gap, you end up on the Yakima Reservation. So it's the Yakima River runs zippity doo dah right through there. Anyway, that's kind of funny. It's a very pretty area, views of Mount Adams from the other side. You get views of the mountains from the east side, which a lot of people don't always see views of the Cascade Range from that side, and it's always interesting and pretty. So tonight for stories, I did not go serious, and I did not do a lot of looking into the authors tonight. And illustrators. I must apologize, because I was gone so much of the day that when I got back, I kind of needed to get the video done and then get it in and ready, and boom, make sure Bob was okay. And so I just pulled up some books that I had in my library, Libby Library, and they're just silly. They're silly, kind of fun. And since it's leap year, it's kind of those extras, all those kind of things that, you have an extra day to do. Well, here's an extra day to read some extra books. So I have 3. And the first one I think I'm going to read is by Wilfred Lupano, and it's illustrated by Mayana Itoi's. And there's a series of these, and I'm not sure if I've read one of them to you, but I don't think so. I kind of would have recognized it, I think. But yeah, my mind's a little fuzzy these days. So how is everybody? Let me, everybody doing okay out there? Tell me what the weather's like where you are. Tamara's in Australia there, and it must be, is it getting cooler now for you? Is it still raining? What's going on? Yeah, we keep thinking that it's going to be come along spring, but yeah, February is a wicked time. February was always a really wicked time for the apples and the orchards, because oftentimes there would be this burst of sun and warm weather like mid-February, kind of like when the crocus come up around here. and it would sometimes cause the buds to, like start to come out of the trees, and then a freeze would hit. And oh my goodness, that's when we would smudge. Now they water the orchards. What they'll do is they put sprinklers on, because the water will freeze around the bud, and it basically acts like an insulator to the bud, so it doesn't ever get colder on the inside than the freezing temperature. Then the bud doesn't freeze. What we would do when I was a kid, we would do something called smudging, which was basically large open barrels of oil that you would light on fire. Some of them had chimneys to spend the smoke out or the heat out, but you would light on fire, and they were all throughout the orchards. And if the frost alarm went off, which was kind of in the valley, where we lived, we kind of had this natural hill that protected it, and we would get this natural breeze, and it kind of kept the air moving a little bit. But on the upper hills and up and around, people would always have to smudge, and you would go out at like 1:30 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning and light these barrels in order to heat the orchards, so that the smoke and the heat and everything could keep it from freezing, because it could ruin a whole crop in a night, and it was not a lot of fun. But then the next day at school, there would be this oily film on the grass. So you'd go out to play at recess, and if you had white socks on or anything like that, it just got black. If you pushed, it was just, oily smudge. Don't do that anymore. It's illegal. They don't do that. Now they use sprinklers, but cancer crab. There we have late frosts here that wipe our apple crops. Yeah, it's a tough thing to do. It can they smudge the citrus crops in California. I don't think they do that. They don't do smudging like they did anymore. They water them, or they have different kind of heaters, but they don't use the open oil heaters anymore. It's illegal because it makes a real nasty kind of pollution mess. Anyway, so I'm going to get ready here and read some stories, which is good. I have been painting slugs, having a great time with that, and I think I edited a video, and you guys, thank you so much for catching it and commenting on them. So let's get on to some stories. So the first one is called The Wolf in Underpants, and it's right here. Yeah, there it is. The Wolf in Underpants gets some pants. The wolf in underpants gets some pants. Oh my goodness. I don't know. This ought to be fun. There we go. Look at the stripes. Aren't they great? They are so great. The wolf in underpants gets some pants. Now this is trying to see. Seeing if I can see what kind of the art was done in. Oh, I can't see. My eyeballs are not. Anyway. In the forest, when you've been dragging your butt from grove to grove for ages, it's good to drag it somewhere else for a while. On vacation. I love the color palette already on this part. Home again. It's so good to be back in the forest. My wonderful home, and everything is just the same. Look at all the animals in underpants. Wendy's brief. They look good on you. They look sweet. They look good. They look sweet. I'm finally myself in Wendy's briefs. There must be a book before this that we need to read. Life is great in Wendy's briefs. Real Wendy's briefs now with custom hazelnut pockets. I am unique in Wendy's briefs. Nice Wendy's, man. Oh my gosh. What, huh? Say, your underpants are my underpants, right? I beg your pardon? I mean, what'd he say? I have no idea. All your underpants, they look the same as mine. Look. Your onesies? Yeah. So what? I got them too. Now with hazelnut pockets. Hazelnut pockets? What? Come on. It's a big clearance sale. Everything is 10 coins. Then I'm packing up. Wonky briefs? Onesies. The registered trademark means they're not yours. They're not even made of wool. They're not knitted. They're not warm. Whoa, don't touch the merchandise. If you're not buying, no ifs, ands, or buts. These are top quality, sir. They're Wendy's briefs from the House of Wendy, a very serious fashion line that's been around for a real long time. Got it? You want them or not? I'll pass. You can keep your briefs. I gotta warn Mrs. Owl at all costs. Mrs. Owl, hello, Mrs. Owl. Mrs. Owl, huh? Tired of knitting, gone to spread my wings. Great time to take a vacation. It makes no sense. You don't have the right. Stomp. Don't have the right to do what? To wear my underpants. But those aren't your underpants. Those are Wendy's. I'm not listening. If that's how it is, I won't wear mine anymore. Never again. They're good riddance. And the rest too. Who needs these lousy briefs, huh? Certainly not me. I can do just fine without any dumb undies. Brr. Not so warm all of a sudden. Brr. Unfortunately, in high places there are always cold breezes. I'll go ahead down into the forest. Brr, it's chilly here too. I even saw this cold bites. Someone has to stop this madness. Cold, you should buy yourself some Wendy's briefs. This is one tricky problem. Problem, Mr. Wolf? No, well, yes. My butt is cold again, and you lost your underpants? Don't talk to me about my underpants. If it's a new outfit you're looking for, there's one over there on Father Ravenbear's scarecrow. Ooh, let's try these on. The wolfen pants. Not bad. Yeah, why not? Just the wolfen pants. Perfect. Ha ha ha. Sounds a little weird, but I'll get used to it. Who took off those pants? Get ready because here comes the wolf in pants. What does he want? To show up his slacks, I think. What'd he say? He said he has pants. Pants? But the craze right now is Wendy's briefs. Wah! What's wrong, kid? No one will play with me. They say I'm a loser because I ain't got Wendy's briefs. Aw, come on now. It's not that serious. Just because you don't have Wendy's doesn't mean you're a loser. Look at me. I'm not wearing any either. And does that make me a loser? Huh? Plus, I have these. Could you stand farther away from me, please? I'm already in enough trouble. My undies, my rules. My undies, my rules. Hazel, I'm getting real tired of these ads. I just don't understand what's going on. I didn't realize how good we were together, you and me. Underpants, oh underpants, what is your worth? What are you hiding? Is it a sight of me? What are you saying? What is this bond that unites us? Who is the wolf whose rare use shelter with warmth? Am I me without you? I know. I'll go ask the old sage of the mountains for answers. Cave of the wise old mountain sage. 4 miles. He'll know. He's wise. That's what sages are for. They know stuff. There's so much stuff us not too wise animals do. Ouch, this is really hurting my feet. This old sage of the mountain must not get a lot of visitors. Wolf, pant, pant, the road of wisdom, long and painful, ouch, and steep too. There's so much stuff us not too wise animals don't understand. I really should have thought about that before. Huh. There's no one around. What's all this soft stuff? Ah, perhaps it is you that is soft. Understand soon you will. Are you the wise old one in the mountain cave who thinks a lot and a lot and a lot more? Yes, but Uncle Toupee you may call me. I don't know what to do, Uncle Toupee. I feel like someone stole my underpants. Dang, but you have a pair of pants. There, that seems to do the trick. Yeah, but I'm only wearing them because there's no registered trademark involved. I'm not really feeling the pants because the underpants, the ones with the stripes, they are so warm. Without them, how can I go on? Show you the way, I will. Answers to your questions in the cave you will find. Why are you putting words in weird order? Answers in this big pile of wool? Ptoo, that could take hours. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Still, I gotta admit, it's not so bad in here. It's soft. It's warm. It's cozy. Maybe I'll stay here for a while. No more cold. No more worries. Flap, 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 flap. Well, I suppose I better get back to work. Just gotta grab a pile of... Ooh, what are you doing here? Mrs. Owl? I looked for you everywhere. I was having underwear problems and... You can't stay in there. It's a warm, cozy cage. Oh, yeah? Oh, I just went away for a while. I got tired of knitting on my branch, so I tried windsurfing and scuba diving, but now the urge to knit is back. Well, where were you? I came to stock up on the best wool out there, the wool of Uncle Toupee. I use this stuff to make your underpants, you know that. Oh, yeah? What are you doing here, by the way? Oh, I can't wear them anymore. Everyone's doing it. They even registered a trademark. They took part of my identity. What makes me me? Those Onesies briefs? Yeah, it's a tragedy. Come now, it's not the underpants that make the wolf. So it's the wolf that makes the underpants? Not that either. Well, what then? It's the wolf in underpants who makes the underpants of the wolf. Get it? I got it. I understand. It's because I'm myself when I'm in my briefs, but they are also me when I wear them. Yes, exactly. Aha! Of course, say. You think you could replace my undies? Let's boogie, old man. Next stop, the waterfall. You're not staying for lunch? Nope, we have wool to knit. First, we have to wash the wool until it's very white. Oh, yeah? Then we have the hedgehogs play in the wool to aerate it. Oh, yeah? Then we pick some raspberries. Oh, yeah? And we stir half the wool with the raspberries. All of them? Yes, all of them, it has to be very red. Next, we make yarn balls. Now is when the magic happens. I will knit the underpants. This is slow, really slow. Yes, knitting does take a while. Ta-da! That's it. That's them. My underpants. You're back again, beloved undies. You shine in the light of the forest floor. It's me, the wolf in underpants, and I'm ready to face the world. If there are pale copies of my style everywhere, too bad, because I know I'm still me. You look square without them rocks or shorts. Nerd, those are out of style. Hi, he's still wearing onesies, loser. No one wears those anymore. Who cares? I do. Roxer shorts. Roxer is a Hazelnut Pockets brand product. The Badgers investigate. This is not a drill. Someone stole Father Ravenbeak's scarecrow pants. Red alert. The anti-wolf brigade is on the case. Something is bothering me, though. I'm listening. What's the point of scarecrows? To scare off birds. That's the thing. Doesn't it seem like Father Ravenbeak is a bird? You're not wrong. Oh, hey, we found the pants. Indeed, a successful investigation. We really are great brigadiers. It's because we've got these outfits. The end. Oh my gosh. Wilfred Lupano, about the creators. Wilfred Lupano was born in Nantes in the west of France and spent most of his childhood in the southern city of Pau. He grew up reading through his parents' comic book collection, enjoying role-playing games. He studied literature and philosophy, receiving a degree in English before he began to script comics. He has written numerous graphic novels for French readers, including the series Les Vieux Fourneaux, in English, The Old Geezers. With this series, Lupano and Paul Kawat first developed the idea that would become The Wolf in Underpants. Lupano once again lives in Pau, and after spending several years in the city of Toulouse. And Mayana Ayotz was born in the city of Bayonne in the southwest of France and studied at the Institut Supérieur des Arts de Toulouse, the School of Fine Arts in Toulouse, where she worked in many different mediums. In addition to being an illustrator and a cartoonist, she has taught art to high school students. She lives in the Pyrenees near France's southern border and splits her time between art, family, and travel. And the translator, Nathan Sachs, is a writer, editor, and translator from Ames, Iowa, who lives in Los Angeles. He's written fiction and nonfiction children's books and translated several graphic novels from French to English. Well, that's a treat. Yeah. Back to there. Okay, that one's done. Well, that was silly. Absolutely silly. I told you, boxers are favorite. Illustrations are cool. I didn't like it when I was little. Undies itched. It was not uncommon for my mom to, when I was real little, to be looking for me, and she would kind of look out the front door or out the front window, and we had a huge yard with a big swing and a big driveway, and that went up and up onto the main road, which was not very busy at all. And I mean, there's our house and then another orchard across the way in the Hines. And she could oftentimes find me by following the trail of my clothes. I would just drop them off along the way. And then there I would be in the middle of the road, waving at the neighbor in the buff. Yeah, that was me as a kid, as a little one. Oh my goodness. What else? Yep. Yeah. The people damaging the trees, you can buy them in the apples. It's when that chill comes. It has to be if it gets the bud. If it freezes before that bud is formed, or when the bud is just out and hasn't matured yet, then it'll kill it. And before it makes, it actually makes the apple. It's rough. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it. It was so funny. And silly story, lots of fun choice. The original streaker, yes, the original streaker, just about. Just about. That's probably what my older sisters would say. They found it quite embarrassing most of the time. Anyway, the next book is called Hockey in the Wild, and I don't know anything about this book. I just thought it looked hilarious. Nicholas Oldland, and it's illustrated, and it's got a moose and a bear and a beaver playing hockey. I thought, okay, we can do this. Hockey in the Wild. There we go. One particularly cold day, the beaver was getting ready for his morning dip in the lake. He checked the wind speed, removed his floaty, did his stretches, put on his bathing suit, and prepared to enter the water. Except the water wasn't water. It was ice. The beaver quickly called his friends to tell them the news. "Lace up! The lake is frozen!" "Tell Beaver I'm sleeping." The bear and the moose ran down to the lake, and they all jumped onto the ice. Uh-oh. But they discovered that the ice wasn't quite thick enough to play hockey. Determined to play, the next morning they returned to the lake better prepared. But it didn't help. The ice was still too thin. "Pass the hot puck. Help! I can't feel my legs." Waiting for the lake to freeze seemed impossible. They tried to take their minds off hockey, but it was difficult. They practiced competitive napping. "Bear you in." "My home is where the ice is." Spent countless hours singing karaoke. Made lots of comfort food and stared at the thermometer, waiting for the temperature to drop. One morning after breakfast, the beaver opened the front door to check the weather. It was official. Hockey season had arrived. The beaver went to tell the bear and the moose the news, but after a long off season, they were in no shape to play hockey. What flavor is that? They had a lot of work to do. They began with an intense 5-day workout, ate kale for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, showered, and sharpened their skates. Finally fit, confident, and prepared, they headed to the lake. Not wanting to repeat their earlier mistakes, they took all the necessary precautions. First, the bear threw a giant boulder onto the ice to see if it would break. Next, the beaver measured the thickness of the ice. Then, in a final test, they sent the moose out into the frozen lake first. "Don't worry, I got you." And the ice held strong. Satisfied that it was safe to play, the bear and the beaver quickly laced up and joined the moose on the frozen lake. Game on. The bear, the moose, and the beaver played fast and wild. They shot, glided, tripped, flipped, and sometimes crashed. And when everyone was in position and on the attack, you could hear the three friends shout, "He shoots! He scores!" Uh-oh, that's hard to read. Hang on just a sec. I got to make that page bigger if I can. Oop. Single column. Got to get over there to the next page. As the sun set and the stars filled the sky, the bear, the moose, and the beaver kept on playing. It seemed like nothing could stop them now except maybe the spring thaw. But that was a long way off. And that's the end of the book. Nicholas Odlund enjoyed success as a commercial artist before taking up the role of creative director at Hatley and Little Blue House, popular apparel companies he runs with his brothers. He lives in Toronto with his hockey-loving family. Hockey is quite the sport. Everyone was in position. He shoots, he scores. Okay, it's not a hockey story, but I have something to tell you about soccer. You guys probably, just so you know, the Seattle, our soccer team is the Sounders, of which we used to have, Bob and I had season tickets for quite some time. Went big soccer fans. Bryn played. One of the early soccer members on our Sounder Soccers was Ozzy Alonso. Great soccer player. Used to love to watch Ozzy play. He went on to other places. Well, he's retiring from soccer. And you know what he did? He signed a one-day contract with the Seattle Sounders so that he could retire from soccer as a Sounder. Talk about a fan favorite. He's always been a fan favorite among the Seattle Sounders for a long time. Little trivia, has nothing to do with the books, but I thought I would just a Canadian story. Just drop that little soccer tidbit in here. Had a free shot. Yep. The streak. Oh, the car. All right. And this one. So I have one more book, and it's just, remember Jory John that did the books about the cookie and all those different ones that I've read for you guys. One more book before this is. It says, "Can somebody please scratch my back? Come on." It's by Jory John, illustrated by Liz Klimo. So the illustrations are different than his other books, but it's pretty funny. I wonder if I can do it in. Oh, that's small size. Hang on, back down. Nope. Nope, it's not going to do that. All right. I thought I could make it bigger. All right. Can somebody please scratch my back? By Jory John. I've got an itch. Can somebody please scratch my back? Anybody? Hey, Mr. Turtle, can you scratch my back? There's no way I'd reach. Will you at least try? I'd rather not. Hey, Mr. Crocodile, can you scratch my back? Absolutely. I gotta go. Bye. Hey, Mr. Snail, can you scratch my back? Sure. You're just making it feel all slimy. Well, you're making me feel all elephant-y. Hey, Mr. Hippo, can you scratch my back? I suppose. You're bumping into me. Oh, stop it. Hey, Mr. Sloth, can you scratch my back? Yes, of course. You're taking too long. I'm going as fast as I can. Never mind. Hey, Mr. Snake, can you scratch my back? I don't have any hands. Oh, I forgot. I can use my fangs if you want. No, that's okay. Hey, Mr. Bunny, can you? I overheard you from before, and I'm happy to oblige. How's that? That's not my back. I'm sure you're mistaken. Get off my trunk, Bunny. You're rude. Ah, this itch is the worst. I need help fast. We can help. We can help. We can help. We can help. Are we helping? No, you're just tickling me. Please stop moving. Hey, you're squishing our tails. That's it. We're leaving. Come on. Come on back, mercats. Oh, I have an itch on my back and it will never be scratched. I just don't know what to do. Do I have to do everything myself around here? Scrub. Howdy. A sloth told me that all about your itch. It sounds dreadful. Perhaps I can help. I'm quite pokey, though. Thoughts? Scoop. So much better. Scratch, 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 scratch. Off you go. Yikes! Gosh! Sheesh! Whoa! Oof! Oh. Finally, somebody who is actually helpful. Help? I'm stuck. Now my stomach itches. Oh. Can somebody please scratch my stomach? Anyone? I'm on my way. Oh, thank goodness. Almost there. And that's that one. That is. It's not easy being itchy. Can somebody please scratch my back? Let's see, what else has Jory John done? He's done those other books. I can't remember. Oh, well. Too funny. Off the... Get hockey and all the red let me know it was a Canadian story. I like the animals. Yeah, the moose, telltale for hockey. I mean for Canadian moose and bears and beavers. Yep. Wanted her back scratched. A slug could do it. A slug could do it. Yes, a slug could do it. Purchased a back scratcher for Christmas with my pocket money. Mom was so over the moon happy. Love mercat. Mercats are the best. A pet hedgehog. Oh, hedgehogs are oftentimes there's a, I read the book Hedgie the Hedgehog by Jan Brett to you. She actually got the idea after visiting a hedgehog rescue center in England one time, and they have them there. Ah, you're itchy. I have an echidna that live around. That's right, you do have an echidna, don't you, Tamara? I forgot all about that. Oh my goodness. So, you guys, that's it for stories tonight. I just pulled them off the shelf. They had no connection together other than they made me laugh and just fun, silly books. Sometimes that's just what you need. On Sunday, I have a series of books. I found another book. Remember Judy Shockner that did Skippy John Jones? She has another book that she did with someone else. It's a combination called Everything Will Be Okay. And I just got that book. It's coming. So I have that book, and I have another book about, what was it? It's called Nothing's Wrong. And then I'm going to tell you about a book I found called another book called Everything is Okay, but it's a graphic novel more for adults. It was real interesting, and I'm going to share a little bit about that with you because it was a really interesting book. I read it last night. It took me about 10 minutes to read it, maybe 15 minutes to read it because it's a graphic novel. But it was really more designed for adults and the way that the author did this, I'll share, since you're artists and could see how this could be an expression, how she did this. So that's what I have for Sunday night coming up. And hopefully you'll be sending in some stories, not some stories. Yeah, you can send in stories if you have stories, but some artwork, and see how we're doing. And I've got, I'm making this, the slug bug is coming along. You can see it has a butterfly and a dragonfly, and it has some ants and bees and ladybugs and little worms, and a caterpillar is being formed, and it has more bugs to happen. So that's going to be that slug bug. And then I have another one to make that's going to have Volkswagens on it. That's going to be another slug bug. So, but yeah, that's what. And then Sunday, we'll have stories. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we drive to Eugene to be with the kids. So I'll look to see if I can manage to do from Eugene. I don't know about that. That's it may 3 grandkids, and like I said, Rory's almost 3. Rook is 5 and McLean is 8, and most likely they all have swimming, basketball, all those kind of things that might be. So I'll be down there for a few days, but I'll let you know what's up. But don't forget to send stuff in for let's see, hang on, for Sunday for story and art. So send in your artwork and show me what you got. Put live art in the subject line. It helps me find it a lot easier. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here. Linda for always being a moderator, and Tamara too. I'm going to just have to give Fatima a wrench, and Larry has a wrench too. I'm just going to give all my bucket fillers wrenches, so when you drop in on other things too, you can always take care of me. It's always nice to have that. Plus, ever since I got you notice, if you've been around since the very beginning, early on when I was doing some lives, we had some problems with bots coming in easily, was kind of crazy things. But I got my friend Paul Duncan, Mr. Moderator. He has a band word list, and he updates it, and he has all kinds of combinations, and it really, you can put it in on your YouTube channel, and it keeps those things from being able to come in, and it's really kind of interesting. But anyway, that's what's up. And I have, other than this, I think that's it. I hope you guys liked the stories tonight. They were kind of fun. I needed something a little light. I'm so relieved that Bob is feeling better. I was kind of worried about him there for a while. And of course, he is one of these researchers. Yeah. Yeah, one of those in your family that researches everything and knows everything, that the what ifs and what could be and the worst stuff. And I'm like, serious, don't go that route. Don't go to that level. So he's better now. But now it's the hard thing for me is to make him rest, which I better go upstairs, or he's probably doing the dishes or something like that. All right, you guys take care, and I will see you on Sunday for more story and art. And send in your things. We'll have show and tell, and I'll have some more slugs to show you, I'm sure, and maybe actually have done something else with some art. I have a couple other ideas I'm working on. Yeah. So everybody, until next time. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being my bucket filling brigade. I have to tell you that it's been really important for me to have you guys in my life. It's just, it keeps me grounded, and it helps me so much feeling, just feeling up. There's sometimes where I can get in my head, and I need to not do that, and I remember that it's all okay, and I can do this, and we fill each other's buckets, and it's good, and it makes me very happy to hang out with you guys every Sunday and Thursday. So until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in your very own mirror. And I'll see you next time.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be sharing